In studio, Ras Mubarak, who is, what are you now? I used to call you a media practitioner. Now you are, I don't know, Pan-African traveler.
One's a media person, always a media person. Good morning.
Well,
Beautiful
wonderful
shirt you're wearing.
The University of Ghana alumni shirt. Hail University of Ghana. Welcome back to Ghana.
It's good to be back home.
How long?
We've been away for 160 days.
160 days. When did you leave Ghana?
We left 18th August 2025. Returned just on Thursday, the 22nd of January.
18th August. So that's September, October,
Over
November,
5 months.
December, January. 5 months.
Yes.
How many countries did you visit?
We've done 31.
31 countries.
31 countries.
Can you name them off the top of your head? Give me a pen. I want to write them down. Can you mention them? Can you mention them from off the top of your head?
Togo, Benin, Nigeria,
Cameroon,
Equatorial Guinea,
Gabon,
Republic of Congo,
Brazzaville,
DRC, Angola, Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho,
Eswatini,
Mozambique,
where there's flooding now,
Zimbabwe,
Zambia,
Malawi, Tanzania, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, Guinea Conakry, Sierra Leone,
wow,
Liberia,
the
Ivory Coast,
Cote d'Ivoire,
and Ghana.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
I may have missed one.
Because from Kenya, you went to Morocco. You didn't go to Sudan.
No. Do you have Zambia in there?
Yes. Okay. But how did you get to Morocco? Because from Kenya, you can't.
So from Nairobi, we're heading to Ethiopia.
Yes.
And then the Marburg virus broke out.
Marburg.
Yeah.
So you couldn't go to Ethiopia.
So we retraced our steps back, got stuck in Zambia because we had an accident that took us off the road for 3 weeks.
So you had to fly to Morocco.
So we flew to Morocco
and continued downwards.
Morocco, Algeria, and then
so the original plan would have been Ethiopia,
South Sudan, Central African Republic, Niger, and Algeria.
Hey, you're going to go through the desert?
Yes.
My brother. So you've done about 30 countries.
31. I think I may have missed.
Okay, so let me ask you some very quick questions. Which was the most surprising country you visited in terms of dissonance between what you expected and what you saw?
Equatorial Guinea one.
Was the most surprising pleasantly?
Pleasantly, largely because of the things that have been written about Equatorial Guinea. And then you go there and the streets are so beautiful, they are clean, they are green.
So it's nicer than what people have said about it?
It's nicer than what has been written about it.
What was the most disappointing country you went to?
Cameroon stands out.
Most disappointing?
Most disappointing.
Why?
We still have a vehicle that is on its way, stuck.
In Cameroon?
In Congo, and we can't get a visa to cross for the vehicle to come. Still.
From August? Why didn't you call their president? Oh, he's 95. I forgot. Cameroon was difficult.
So difficult.
What was the most friendly country you visited?
A lot of the African countries are very, very friendly. They've got good people, they've got good food, good culture, and Africans generally are excited to receive. So,
but no, I'm pushing you. I want to know the most friendly country you visited. The country that the people will welcome you and like, Charlie, I want to take a wife here and live here.
Eswatini.
Hey, my brother. Eswatini. Eswatini will finish you. You want to go and collect his people. How many does he have by now?
I've lost count.
Eswatini was nice.
But Eswatini is exciting, really, really friendly.
Eswatini.
And Ugandans also, behave like Ghanaians.
Ugandans are like Ghanaians?
Yes, they behave
What's
like
the similarity?
So, one, in the way we receive visitors. Two, even in mannerisms, even though there's a difference in intonation and accent. But you could. So
you can be comfortable in Uganda.
You can be very comfortable, and there are Ghanaians in Uganda who are doing very, very well.
What was the most unfriendly country you visited?
Unfriendly? I wouldn't say unfriendly.
Most difficult, where everything.
Well, largely the francophone countries are very difficult. The French-speaking countries, because of a language barrier.
Was there a French-speaking person on your team?
There are two French-speaking persons on the team, and Francis and Johnny.
But still,
even when you have all your documents in place.
Yes.
I mean, take Benin, for instance.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. They're getting all the indicators right.
Yeah.
But we get to the border, and somebody wants money, so it becomes difficult to move to the
they do that there too.
And I think it's something that they need to really watch out for, because they're getting their act together.
Somebody wanted some money.
Apparently, it's what goes
Delay
on.
tactics.
At the border, and this affects the movement of people, affects the movement of goods.
What was the quality of roads?
In Benin, very impressive, because I hadn't been in Benin in about 13 years. So going back was really, really good.
Roads were good.
Roads were good. They putting in place a lot of efforts to keep the cities green. So you see afforestation all over the place. Senegal equally. Rwanda, obviously.
Oh, you didn't mention Senegal.
Yeah,
So that's 31.
Yes, Senegal is also.
Did you pass through Gambia?
We passed through Gambia.
You
the
missed that one
smiling
too.
coast of Africa.
So So there are greenings.
Which is one of the things that we are missing here. Ghana is a beautiful country.
Which is the best governed country you went to? When you see a country that looks like government is working, systems are working, from the port to the roads to the infrastructure.
Rwanda,
Algeria,
Morocco, Zimbabwe.
Take your time. Rwanda, Algeria,
Morocco, Zimbabwe.
Oh, Zimbabwe.
Yes. As a matter of fact, last year Zimbabwe got adjudged the most friendliest country for tourism by Forbes.
Wow.
So you mean Manangagwa they do things
with all the economic difficulties.
With all the challenges,
So well governed in your view, Rwanda, Algeria, Morocco, Zimbabwe. Tell me about Zimbabwe.
Beautiful place. Greener. We got lost in a game park.
Wow.
It's that big.
It's big. Entered, lost connectivity.
Oh,
Lord. We tried to figure out our way. We drove around in circles for about 3.5 hours.
Hey!
Oh.
Lost in the game park. Nobody
Were
wanted
there
to.
animals?
No, of course.
Elephants, antelopes?
Nobody wanted to come out of the car.
Hey!
And then blasted a tire on top of it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
3 hours in a game park.
Running around in circles. Because
How were you saved?
you don't have connection. You just, try, drive. You don't see a flicker of light.
Was it night?
It was in the night.
Hey!
Because we crossed the border around 5 p.m. And we thought we could get to the next big town, before night falls. Unfortunately, we got lost because we didn't have connection on our phones. And that was challenging.
How were you rescued?
Well, we eventually found our way when we saw some a flicker of light. And we've experienced this a couple of times.
How many were you in the group, by the way?
We're eight in two vehicles.
8 in 2 vehicles.
Sometimes if you see a flicker of light and you're like, okay, we're not too far away. And you're
Wow.
driving for like 2 hours.
Just to see the light.
Just to see the light because you don't have connection. It was difficult. And infrastructure clearly is one of the challenges of Africa. If
Which
you
country had the best roads?
best roads, Morocco, Algeria. Again,
What about sub-Saharan Africa?
Sub-Saharan Africa. So you look at the SADC region, Botswana, Namibia. So Botswana, Namibia, South Africa have what they call the Trans-Kalahari Highway, where they've got a world-class highway linking the 3 countries together. And I think it's a leaf that West Africa can,
So their roads are better than ours.
I mean, far better than ours.
Charlie.
Far
That's
better.
slow. Is Rwanda as organized as hyped?
It's underhyped.
You're kidding me.
I'm telling you,
Rwanda is better than we even are told.
it's underhyped.
What did you see?
First of all, their systems are working perfectly. Roads, good, cleaner. You don't see litter, even in rural areas. Because one of
Wow.
the challenges is that you see a city being beautified,
And
and
then
then you drive out of the city and it's a whole mess. And we've seen that a lot in sub-Saharan Africa. But in Rwanda, whether it's you're in a rural area or you're in a city or you're in a town,
Everything
clean.
je.
spotless.
You don't see plastic,
No,
all
no,
that
no,
things.
no, no,
things.
no. No.
Roads
And I
are
think
nice.
it's testament to the leadership that they have.
Wow.
And for me, Rwanda deserves praise, given the fact that they've risen from the ashes.
Yeah.
How many countries have gone through what they have been through?
Charlie.
You know, and to have overcome that and done what they have done. Today, everybody
in
wants
less
to.
than 30 years.
Everybody wants to take their conferences to Rwanda.
Is that serious?
Yes, because they've got their acts together. The conference facilities are there. You know, it's visa free for all African nationals, and this makes nonsense of people who say that, oh, when we have visa free policy, Africa is, you know, our countries are not going to be safe. Rwanda is situated between Burundi and DRC, and these are unsafe, you know, places with conflict going on, etc. Live conflict.
Yet.
And in spite of that, they've opened up and said that, look, we believe in Africans uniting. Everybody can come in without visas.
How different is the zones? So West Africa versus Central Africa versus Southern Africa versus Eastern Africa. What's different? Just give me a quick overview of what's different in the regions.
Central Africa is lagging behind. You know, if you take out, I mean, almost all of them.
So Gabon, Cameroon is Central Africa, right?
Cameroon is Central Africa. Gabon, DRC,
and Congo Brazzaville.
But with Brazza, they're doing well for themselves.
Congo Brazzaville.
I was particularly surprised when I saw the quality of infrastructure in Brazza, you know, and the levels of discipline. And then contrast that to DRC. Chaotic,
big
country, rich country. DRC alone can comfortably take care of Africa for about 10 years.
Oh.
Right?
And yet they are in war.
Because people are profiting from the war.
Of course.
So as Africans, you know, we've got to draw a line in the sand and say, never again must we allow these things to continue, and do everything in our power to make sure that Africa actually work for our people. There are situations that are also mind-boggling. DRC and Burundi, Rwanda and Burundi, they are not talking to each other, and so border is closed, and you can't access, and these are neighbors speaking the same language, just like Ghana and
yet you
Togo.
can't enter through one.
And yet you can't enter through one. You take Ethiopia and Eritrea. As a matter of fact, there are no direct flights to Eritrea from Ethiopia. You either have to come through Europe or Egypt Air or Middle Eastern Airlines.
They are not on talking terms.
Take Morocco and Algeria.
Oh, they
As a matter of fact, the land border between Morocco and Algeria have been closed since 1994.
I was told that when Morocco lost the AFCON, Algerians were celebrating.
It was joyous in Algeria.
Is that serious?
It's that serious. And then even to fly, there's a no-fly zone between the two countries.
What are they fighting over?
You know, the Sahrawi Republic, the Western Sahara issue.
So Algeria supports...
Because Algeria supports
Western Sahara, freedom, and Morocco doesn't.
And Morocco doesn't, and so it's become a big issue. And we had to fly out of Africa just to access Algeria.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
So from Morocco to Algeria, you have to fly to where?
You either have to fly to the Middle East or to Europe. We had to fly to Paris.
Are you kidding me?
Back. You know, that's how.
So you couldn't go from Morocco to Algeria?
No, there are no direct flights. You can't go from Algeria to Morocco. And
not by road, not by air?
Not by road, not by air.
Hey, Asembeni.
That is how serious the challenges are. So, and I think it's one of the failures.
So let's go back. So Central Africa is behind.
Way behind.
Southern Africa is advanced infrastructure-wise.
Yes.
What about East Africa?
East Africa, they've got packets of good infrastructure in places like Tanzania, Rwanda, Kenya, and in some parts too, there's still a lot of, you know, room for improvement. If you look at Tanzania, is a vast, you know, country. It would take you it took us 3 days to move from one part of the country to the other. Yes.
It's bigger than Ghana.
Way bigger than Ghana.
Tanzania is big.
Tanzania is way bigger than Ghana, but it's a beautiful country, you know, and it's a country that
were you in what's the name of the capital?
We're in Dodoma. We're in Dar es Salaam as well.
How good is their transport system?
So they've got they're doing monorails. You know, the railway system is also working
in their capital.
In their capital, and they expanding on the infrastructure, especially in the city, because you know Dar es, for instance, has a huge population, and transport, people get stuck in traffic for a long time, so they are easing traffic through, you know, monorail and
rail lines,
etc. You know, which is what all of us should be pushing governments to do. I don't see why we can't even have a rail line from, say, Algeria to Cape Town.
We should.
If the leaders are taking bold decisions.
How connected are the East Africans? So, for example, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania is there.
So you can look at connectivity in two ways. Either, network road. You can also look at, internet interoperability. For instance, in East Africa, you could be in Rwanda and send Momo to somebody in Uganda.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Meanwhile, Ghana, you can't send Momo to Togo.
You can't send Momo to Togo. You can't send Momo to Tanzania, Nigeria.
So in East Africa, you can do...
You can do that in East Africa.
Then they are well integrated.
They are very integrated.
Are there roads that link the countries?
There are roads that link the countries, highways that link the countries. And they even have one-stop borders.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you drive into a border and, say Rwandans are here, Ugandans are there.
Yes, like what we have with Togo. We have that. So where you have, when I was going to Togo by road, there was a place, the immigration, the Ghanaian and the Togolese were in the same office.
Yeah.
2 desks. So you go here, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
They call it some single border.
One stop border.
So it works in East Africa very well.
It works in East Africa a lot, and parts of Southern Africa. The SADC region has done well in terms of connectivity, in terms of infrastructure.
What about places like Zambia and Malawi?
So Malawi has a long way to go.
Oh no, like the long way to go.
Lilongwe has they've got some catching up to do, but they've got opportunities as well. Because I say that in all of these countries where there are challenges, they also present
So Malawi will be one of the poorer southern. Are they East or Southern Africa?
Malawi is
between, right?
Yes.
They are like the way Cameroon is between West and Central. So it's like Eastern stroke Southern Africa.
But they align more to Southern Africa.
Same with Zambia.
Yeah, same with Zambia. Zambia is actually SADC.
How was Zambia like?
Zambia is clean, beautiful.
How different is Zambia from Zimbabwe?
Well, these are twin countries, literally. They share a lot in common, food, language, etc. And you don't see much difference between the capitals, Harare and Lusaka. You don't see much difference. And their leaders are very, very, pro-Africa as well.
Yeah.
In both countries.
So you were welcomed a lot, very well.
In Zambia, we're received by Her Excellency the Vice President. In Zimbabwe, we're received by the Foreign Minister.
They understand Pan-Africanism.
Absolutely.
And they respect Ghana.
And Ghana, I think we are not leveraging on that enough. Seriously. There's a lot of respect for Ghana, given, what our founding fathers have done.
So when you say you are from Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana.
Oh boy.
Doors are opening.
They are receiving you with flowers and making sure.
And you are not a politician, you are not a presidential. There's
an ordinary
Ghanaians driving across.
Africans driving across.
Wow.
It's been an eye-opener, I tell you. And there are opportunities.
Did you manage to get into Ethiopia?
No, because of the map. But I'm leaving for Ethiopia. The African Development Bank is inviting me for a side event at the...
Oh, you've become a big man. This time, now you are on international invitations.
We're partnering with the African Development Bank to promote Africa's integration. So they're inviting me for...
3 minutes past 9. We're talking to Ras Mubarak, who led a delegation of 8 Africans to drive across over 30 countries. What's the name of the tour?
The Trans-Africa Tourism and Unity Campaign.
And he did that from August to January ending. Fascinating journey. I'm just trying to walk through the places he went to. So you didn't go through Central African Republic?
We didn't go through Central African Republic because
you couldn't do the Niger. You couldn't do the Niger
following our accident.
So you didn't do Niger, Chad.
We didn't do Niger. We didn't do Chad.
We didn't do Mali.
Mali was not even on our list
because of the conflict.
All right. We didn't do South Sudan as well.
So when you went to Morocco and Algeria, did you do Libya?
No.
You couldn't do Egypt. So you came down.
Egypt is sandwiched between Libya and Sudan.
So you can't
do Egypt by road.
Physically,
you have to, fly to Egypt, and then Tunisia is also on the other side.
So you came through Morocco. Did you do Mauritania?
Incidentally, Mauritania refused us visas twice, compounding our journey because
they said they won't let you pass through Mauritania.
They said they won't let us pass through. The plan was to airlift our vehicles from Zambia and then drive down.
They said they won't allow you to come to Mauritania.
Well, they refused us visas twice.
Why?
Apparently, they get a lot of funding from the European Union not to allow nationals of, sub-Saharan Africa to pass through.
Are you serious?
Yes. They
said now in football, they want to leave West Africa and join North Africa.
It's it's a headache in Mauritania.
Mauritania.
Our embassy in Mali wrote to them severally, reached out.
They said they don't agree.
They won't budge, But it also exposes.
So you mean you had to come through Senegal?
So we flew from Algeria to Senegal. And then drove down.
Talk to me about Senegal, and then Guinea, Conakry, Sierra Leone, Liberia. What did you see in those places?
Senegal, I was impressed. They're getting a lot of things right in terms of their attempts at attracting tourism. They're greening the place. Their systems, they seem to be more open and friendly and welcoming, which is good for tourists. In Guinea has a lot of challenges, and it's largely sanitation issues. Whether it's in the capital or out of town.
Guinea.
So that is a challenge with Guinea, but they're putting in place good infrastructure as well. From Guinea, we went to Sierra Leone. No, so Senegal, Gambia. Gambia is a small country.
How different are the two?
Well, literally the same.
Senegal.
It's like Lesotho around South Africa, and it's also a tourist hub.
Gambia.
The Gambia is also visa-free for all African nationals.
Oh, nice.
Tourism is all they have.
And granuts.
And so they have to make it attractive. Sadly, when we got there, 190 young people died following an attempt to get to Europe through the Mediterranean. This is one of the tragedies Africa needs to work
This same Europe that doesn't want them.
Sierra Leone also getting its act together. Liberia has a lot of work to do because sanitation is a major issue in Liberia. The Ivory Coast, they're doing well for themselves. And Ghana, we have done well for ourselves.
So having traveled, how did that change the way you see Ghana? Having gone through all these...
if you haven't been out of Ghana, you think, we're not doing anything. We are way ahead of a lot of the countries in Africa. And we've got to... Yes. And we've got to pat ourselves in the... You see, the problem in Ghana is one, indiscipline. 2, sanitation. If you could get people to be disciplined, to adhere to road regulations, I don't see why you award contracts to contractors to construct roads and it's all concrete. Nobody's planting trees,
nothing.
Especially given the fact that there's climate change, etc. And so we need to...
part of the contract.
It should be part of the contract.
So you saw that in some of the countries?
I saw that in, Senegal.
Planting
I saw that in the Ivory Coast. The Ivory Coast is very green. I saw that in Rwanda. It's widespread in Uganda.
They plant the trees deliberately.
And Bernard, tourism is intentional. You've got to be intentional about the things you want to promote. Somebody's coming in and your gutters are overflowing with filth. They wouldn't be happy. All right. And so for me, if Rwanda is...
So you say it's discipline,
it's discipline
and sanitation are 2 problems in Ghana.
If we can get the issue of indiscipline and, fix sanitation, plant more trees, Ghana will be so beautiful. Because pretty much we've got some good roads in many places. We just need to, keep cleaning the streets.
And Ghana is ahead of many of the countries you visited.
Malawi. One of the surprising countries is actually Uganda. Uganda is beautiful.
Yeah. The Pearl of Africa.
The Pearl of Africa, as the president there called it.
Did you meet the president?
I met him.
Oh, you met? You met Oluman Pompey.
He calls himself, when he autographed his memoir for me, he wrote, to Mubarak of Ghana, from an old man on the equator. We had to take COVID tests to go meet him, and I was gonna make a point about that.
You had to take COVID test to go meet him.
When I saw Sky's mask,
was he happy to see you guys?
Oh yeah, he was happy. He was 3 hours out of Kampala, and once he's heard that a delegation from Ghana wanted to...
He wanted to see you guys.
To discuss. And don't forget, he's pro-Africa.
He's a Pan-Africanist.
He's a Pan-Africanist.
This was before the election?
This was 2 months before the elections.
Wow.
And this was, very surprising because we've been to countries where it's close to elections and nobody has the time.
Yeah.
So we had to drive 3 hours out of the capital
to see
to
the great
him.
M7.
around 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m.
after he had come from his campaign rounds. We had about 40 minutes.
Wow.
Of, just
Wow.
What did he say to you?
He knows Ghana a lot.
He does?
Yes. Because he asked each one of us where in Ghana we come from, and he could tell you. When I said I'm from the north, I said, oh, my friend Hilal Imam. Is he still around?
Wow.
Yes.
Charlie, this one.
Francis mentioned Eastern region, and he said Akufo-Addo. Johnny mentioned Ashanti region, he said Kufuor, but I don't like them.
This one. Wow.
You were able
He said, but I don't like them.
He's very sharp up there.
They overthrew Nkrumah. Very, very sharp. Very, very
Wow.
sharp. And we had a good conversation. He made commitments that once the elections are out of the way,
Wow.
they'll put steps in place to
Wow.
ensure that Uganda becomes visa-free. Anyway, Ghanaians don't need, visas.
So
to
we can go
Uganda.
to Uganda without visa.
We can go to actually a lot of countries without visas. We took visas for 11 countries.
The rest you had to go. You could go free.
You could go free.
Wow. It's not bad at all.
Our passports, it's strong.
It's a strong
It's
passport,
a strong
right?
passport on the continent, and we need to commend successive governments who have, made it possible.
So let's talk about two things. I was talking to David Fosudote yesterday, and he said integration must start with people and goods before government even come in. So it's about exchanging of goods, trading among each other, visiting each other. And he says EU started like that before the politicians came to consummate it.
Actually,
Do you agree?
the EU picked a leaf from what Nkrumah and others had started in the 60s. They were pushing for, Africans to be able to move freely in the 60s. The EU project started in the 70s.
Yes. And they've overtaken us.
And they've overtaken us. And indeed, when Nkrumah started this, and others were unwilling to join, he started Guinea, Ghana, Mali. He
Correct.
said, if the rest are not interested, let's move. That's how come we had the Guinea, Ghana, Mali project as far back as the 60s, where Ghanaians could go to Guinea and Mali without visas, etc. So our advocacy has been that, look, we need to have a visa-free Africa by the year 2030 instead of 2063 as envisioned by the African Union. Bernard, that's 40 years from now. Now add 40
Which of
years
the leaders? Which of the leaders will be alive? If you add 40 to my life, I'll be a very old man.
You'll probably be in your 80s, approaching 90.
Yes.
And the thing is, we've got a youthful population in Africa, so the young people are yearning for opportunities. If you make it difficult for people and goods to move, you can't create prosperity.
So your
Take
message on the
Botswana.
trip was what?
Let
Open
me-
borders.
Yes, let me finalize on this.
Yes.
Take Botswana. It took us 3 months to get visas to Botswana. Yes.
Why?
So our message is, we've got to open Africa, make it visa-free by the year 2030, that's next 4 years, as a way of stimulating growth in our respective economies, as a way of creating jobs for young people, as a way of generating revenue for government. Ben, Africa has got to diversify. We've been overly reliant on our natural resources, and whenever prices of commodities on the international market plummet,
We are all in trouble.
we're all in trouble. Government can't meet its needs in education, in infrastructure, etc. And the tourism market is is in trillions of dollars. People want to travel. People want to see places. People want to explore. Cultural exchanges, trading, etc. And so we want to see a situation, and that's why we feel strongly that Ghana should not even be talking about visas on arrival for African
It should be
nationals.
visa free.
It should be visa-free for all African nationals. Ghana has always been the epicenter of the Pan-African movement. And hopefully when we present our reports to His Excellency the President when he returns, we'll be making
So
this.
you are doing a report.
We have a report ready.
Charlie, you're not joking. No?
We have a report ready for His Excellency, and hopefully for the AU Commission Chair when we go to
So
Addis.
were you there as an ambassador plenipotentiary, or you were just
No, we're just Africans who are tired of the status quo.
wow?
Who
Where
feel-
do you get this idea from to travel all Africa by road?
I listen to you every morning. You get sickened by what is happening, and I'm sure there comes a time when you've told yourself, "What can I do to make things happen?"
Of course.
And you've got the platform. Radio reaches a lot of people. Advocacy.
Yeah.
For us as volunteers for Africa, as persons in the service of Africa, we said that, look, let's put together resources. I used my car. Johnny used his personal car.
You didn't get specialized cars for this
No,
trip.
we didn't get support for vehicles.
Oh,
you know.
So you drove your normal car.
We drove our normal cars, 4x4s, throughout the trip. We're passionate about Africa. Africa has got to work.
This is
But
crazy.
people died to get us independence.
Wow.
People sacrificed their youth and resources. Some went to prison. Nkrumah went to prison multiple times. The least, especially our generation, because we are the most educated generation,
Yeah.
the least we can do is to sacrifice our time, resources, to make sure that Africa is.
So you were
is
spreading
working.
the message of open borders, Pan-Africanism, and all of that on this trip,
Absolutely.
and this was financed by you and your friends.
Financed largely by us, with support here and there from NIB, the National Investment Bank, Stanbic Bank,
Wow.
Ghana Gas, GMPC,
Wow.
Afrimix Gold, Telecel,
Wow.
Glyco, and
Wow.
it's indicative of the willingness of the business community. Because if Africa is working, it's a business community that benefits, and we were able to bring a few of them together to support us.
Wow.
But it wasn't an easy journey, but I say it was a necessary journey because we needed to do this to open the eyes of Africans as to what is possible. The refrain is that, it's difficult. As a matter of fact, people predicted we're going to get kidnapped.
That's what somebody said.
That's what somebody wrote. He said, you people are just going to get kidnapped along the way.
Wow.
So there's a lot of pessimism, a loss of hope in Africa. But we undertook this journey to make a point that, look, it is possible to travel by road in Africa. Look at what's happening in the US, in Minnesota, etc.
It's terrible.
And other parts of the world, Sweden.
I was going to ask about Mozambique because
Mozambique is beautiful.
it's now flooded. You went through Mozambique.
We went through Maputo, and drove all the way to Zimbabwe from Mozambique. Beautiful coastline. If you want some of the best seafood, then it is Mozambique. But
So you've made friends all over.
all over the continent, and we are grateful.
You are richer for it. Which country's food do you remember the most?
I mean, Mopani worms in Namibia.
Mapani worms.
Mopani worms. They are literally worms, but they are delicious.
Bro?
Python in Equatorial Guinea, and it's normal. You could buy python meat from the market the same way you'd go to Macaulay, KGT, and buy.
We ate crocodile meat in other places too.
We ate crocodile actually in Kenya.
Africans are eating things. Wow.
But the way
Wow.
you feel it's strange.
The way they do it, you know.
No, I mean for the python, we actually prepared it ourselves because we wanted to be a part of the.
Hey, Ras.
Africa is very diverse. I mean,
Wow.
the way you feel a sense of revulsion at these things, that's how they feel when you tell them Ghanaians eat snails.
Yeah, you're right.
Some can't believe it. So
Yeah,
we are
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Wow.
we're a diverse
But,
continent.
just a quick comment
Okay.
from me. I'm excited to hear about your journey. I heard you talking about what do you call it, Equatorial Guinea, and Equatorial Guinea they speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I'd wanted to go study Spanish there, but on all the websites that I checked out, what he said, the misinformation, they said you get communicable disease, sanitation is an issue, safety. So I ended up going to Spain
Oh
Ali,
my.
you finish you.
because of the wrong understanding or wrong knowledge. And so it's interesting. And for the first time, I heard what you were saying, that Equatorial Guinea is beautiful, it's safe. On reflection, I said, I missed an opportunity to go to Equatorial Guinea.
Absolutely.
But I think that what I want to ask is, beyond the report you're presenting to the president, maybe for the purposes of tourism and mass education, do you have in mind some kind of textual or audiovisual content?
Yes.
Maybe reducing it into something that we can have and carry on.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, once we present the report to Excellency the President, we'll make it public as well for the public to access and to see, what information there is as a way of improving things in our country and other places. And then there's a lot of, videos and photos from the trip online as well, for
Wow.
people to see. And Ben, because what we're doing actually did not only amplify the campaign, but it also helped us in erasing some notions about Africa. And that is why we're very, very grateful to the media, especially Citi FM. As Africans, we've got to be, presenting our own stories. The narrative about others, writing our stories end up discouraging. Here you were, could have spent that money in an African
Quality
country.
time in Equatorial Guinea.
You ended up spending it in a foreign country. And the thing is, every dollar spent out of the African continent is a dollar spent impoverishing Africans, whether it's education, whether it's things we import into Africa. And so we've got to do everything possible to make sure we are trading a lot more amongst ourselves.
Wonderful.
Take, Morocco, for instance, biggest supplier of fertilizer in Africa. Why do we bring in fertilizer from Ukraine and other places? Take, Zambia, self-sufficient in poultry products. Why do we bring in poultry products from Brazil and other places? I'm not saying we shouldn't trade with, countries in other continents, but we've got to take care of ourselves first, and make sure that we are putting the African interest high and above every other thing. But of course, the challenge that many business people would raise is that it's expensive to do business in Africa. And that is a reality. Whether it's hotels, whether it's price of tickets, whether it's fuel prices, it's just expensive to travel within Africa. And if the leaders can get that right, I think we'll be good to go.
Talking to Ras Mubarak, who's an African traveler promoting open borders, continental integration. Ras Mubarak, thank you for being on the show this morning.
Thank you very much.
Great job
indeed,
for
Bernard.
Africa. Great job from Africa.